Yay! It's that time again! Where we do the thing. Fast is very happy. As you can all tell. Fast is extremely happy to be here. And hopefully Ash is too. As we continue to draw and do our thing, as artists tend to do at times, whenever we're in the mood, pretty much. Whatever is on your mind, you can create, you can make, and you can feel. Egg? I mean, that was a few days ago, but yeah. Create some eggs too. When was the last time you did draw an egg? Really draw eggs. You should draw more. No? Okay. One egg. Okay. Uh-huh. Hi. I see. Okay, I mean that's fine. Egg. I guess I am egg. Oh no, I'm just what Ash is drawing. Boom, egg. Oh, what? I guess. I guess not technically wrong. Aww. Thank you. Adorable. Aww. Thank you, Ash. Adorable. And then look at Fast. Oh. What's up? What's up? I'm right here. What's up? About yesterday? There was a lot that happened yesterday. Tell the Twitchers. Sounds like people that are like recovering like drug addicts. Tell the Twitchers. Yeah. So Annie decided that they really wanted to play Jackbox, And like, we never play Jackbox anymore. And I'm like, Annie, I'm right here. We could play Jackbox. So we ended up doing that, and the first game we ended up playing was Destroy the Internet. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Survive the Internet. That's what it's called. And the very first round, we got to see the first answer, which was something about guns. I don't remember exactly what the sentence was. It was like another gun dog or something like that. And then the hashtag to it was hashtag school life. So it's a school shooting joke. And as soon as it showed that, yeah, first day of school, the it gave us a network error and booted us back to the main menu, which I had never seen before in any Jackbox game. And of course, right whenever we make a horrible, horrible joke, it had me fucking dying for like, I want to say, like 5 straight minutes. I was just like, what the fuck? Jackbox themselves came in to say, nah, fam. None of that here. It was beautiful. Ah, Edge is here. So that was funny. After that, we played Earwax, like a few rounds or so of Earwax. And there was a lot of prompts that were very toilet humor, because of course they were. And that was absolutely just outstanding comedy right there between all of us. We were very mature, and we didn't make a single poop joke at all. And oh man. No, we absolutely made several poop jokes that were hilarious. Fucking amazing. One of the prompts was just constipation. And I really wish that we were streaming those games of Jackbox. They were pretty funny. After that, we ended up playing... I think that's pretty much all we did was Survive the Internet, Earwax, and then we did one game of Patently Stupid between myself, Annie, Donut, and Clem. And as you can probably guess, there was a lot of dicks drawn. So that was also fun. I don't know. Since I'm obviously a lot more free now, I could do more Jackbox like on stream, but I don't know how many people would want that and blah blah blah, and or like what I mean, people would want it. I mean, like when it's streamed or something. Maybe it'd just be fun to do between us in Discord and not on Twitch. There's less stress and no randos joining, so that might be nice. I don't know. We'll see. It might just be better if it's just like one-off, like, hey, we're all just sitting here not doing much. Does anyone want to play Jackbox? Sure. Kind of deal. Which could be fun, I think. Man. Do I have a lot of ideas for art? I don't know. It's hard to say how much energy I really have for drawing. I have been drawing a lot in the background. But I'll try. I'll still think of doodles and whatnot. I was drawing last night, and I was talking about like different bands that I like have gotten like really obsessed with over the years. Pretty much only 3 or 4. I think I talked about this specific band. I'm gonna retread what I told you basically fast last night. So sorry that I'm repeating everything. But there was this one band that I actually had to do. Well, didn't have to, but I chose to do college projects on, because this was during COVID times and we needed to like do a project on like how different businesses or people in general maybe are dealing with COVID differently. So I, being the little bitch that I was, didn't want to go into like a restaurant or anything and be like, hey, so can you show me like what all you're doing different now because of COVID? But luckily, one of my classmates knew a band that was in town, so I was like, oh, that'd be neat to see like how a band is like dealing with COVID, um, and like if they're like still practicing together or apart or what's going on. So I ended up messaging them and having like a few different interviews with them, um, and I just like had to like get because I wanted to be a good interviewer. I like looked back into their past and like looked at like their social media posts and listened to all their music, and okay, like I don't want to shit on them too hard because it's clear they had an audience and they had people that liked the music. I was just not a part of that. A majority of their music was just not good. Like, it just like wasn't like like the singer just like wasn't singing in tune. Sometimes they would get off key from each other, and the lyrics were just nonsense, and like and these were like the recorded like album like EPs, like they released these weren't like not released versions. They were released and like actually made like CDs, and they even had like fucking tapes made of these, and I'm just like, what? It's very clear that people did like them, and I'm still honored to have been able to interview them and get to know them at least a little bit, but wow, I don't know. I remember that they did have one song that I liked because it was in key and it was more alternative than it was like punk, like the rest of their music. And I remember in one of the interviews, I asked them like, "Can we expect more of like this song?" And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And then their next EP is just all more like punk songs, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, well." I don't know. Punk slaps whenever it's good. Whenever it's in key. And not all over the place. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's not just a punk issue, but however these guys were doing it, I don't know. It wasn't for me, obviously. It was not my thing, and more power to them. Although I don't think there's any power to them anymore because I'm pretty sure they broke up. Poor guys. They had there was one small funny detail that I during my research. So I guess I mean I can say like the name of the band. They used to be called Little Pink, which is an interesting name for like a punk band, but either way, they ended up changing their name to January Man. But while they were still Little Pink, and in one of the like before the interview started, I asked them because I realized they didn't have a Twitter account, but they had like an Instagram account. They had like I mean not Snapchat, but other social medias except for a Twitter, which for me seemed weird. So I ended up searching like on Twitter like for an account name with Little Pink. Oh, I found one, but it wasn't the band. It was just some guy showing off his dick. And I asked the band why they didn't have a Twitter account, and they're just like, "Oh, Twitter's just not the play." I think I understand why. Yeah, that was a funny detail. That was just one of the bands that I ended up like really getting like deep into like their like back lore and whatnot. But I've had about like three other bands that I've like gotten really into and like just wanting to blah 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 blah. What's the term? Ugh. I keep seeing I keep drawing a sock with big hair. Aww. Alex too. Just fast. You've turned into Sifrin or Loop, one of the two. How could you do this? Oh please. After fucking Fast, you know what'll happen to you, right? You'll be stuck. uh, that's one of the best responses you could have given. Thank you. Oh man. Hey Edge.
Yo.
How's it going?
Well, I'm trying out my new tablet.
Nice. Yeah, go for it, man. This is the place to doodle around and figure out how you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Oops. That's not what I wanted.
Try different brushes, try different settings. There's tons and tons of settings. Stabilizer, all that stuff. I know our fight is still like 3-ish months away. Well, closer to 2 actually. But man, I'm like, oh, I have so many refs I need to redo. My art style has changed a decent amount from last year, and I don't know. I want to change my refs to reflect that, but that's a lot of refs to redo. Huh?
The characters themselves have changed.
Couldn't hear you, Edge.
The characters themselves have changed somewhat.
Oh yeah. Jake has changed. Flake has changed. I gotta remember. I gotta go back and actually see what I wrote for how they changed. I don't think I changed Flake too much, did I?
No. Like,
Okay. I don't think I did. I think I mostly kept her the same. Hope got changed big time though.
yeah.
So definitely have to remake hers. I actually already did Jake's ref. I just haven't showed it off yet. I should. Well, it's up on my R5 page at least, so if you have access to that, then you can see it. But I'll post it whenever I make other refs. Probably whenever I make Likes and Hopes, and then I don't know. Some others I might keep normal. Just redraw our current ref. Do I update it to? Yeah, that is a tough decision. That's up to you though. I definitely don't want to do every single ref. Mostly because, like, if the character hasn't, like, changed or isn't that, like, big on my own radar. I think keeping their old ref is fine. Like some of the more obscure characters I have on my art fight that I don't really like draw much at all would be fine. And then also I'm wanting to add on top of that a few more characters because I'm fucking crazy. Yeah, go ahead and redo some of your refs, and then, oh yeah, add some more characters. Why not? For the fun of it. Add a little spice, you know? Nah,
Spicy.
exactly. Nah, I'll have time to do it. Man, being unemployed sure has its ups.
Yeah, it does.
Gosh, yeah. Those those bands. You're cutting in and out there, Edge.
Huh? Oh.
Y'all good. Is Annie? Annie's here. Aww. Oh, don't mind me, Ash. Don't mind me. Fast, the iSet art book. It's on its way. Not actually to me, if only, but it's on its way to everyone. I still gotta wait. Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. I ordered the iSet art book and the Slay the Princess art book together. But the iSet art book is going to be available way earlier than the Slay the Princess one, which means I have to wait until that one's finished since I ordered them together, so... Not going to be till August until I get my iSet art book, sadly. That's okay, though. Heck. I could talk about one of the other bands that I produce. Not an egg? What are you then?
They dropped Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster today.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, what? I didn't hear about this.
I mean, I've heard rumors.
So it was just a cold drop? I had no clue.
Yeah, available now.
Yeah. I already looked at the Steam page. I'm like, huh? Huh? Like, what? I didn't hear about this at all. But, I mean, that's cool, I guess, for people that like Oblivion and the Elder Scrolls. I have never been a fan, but for those that love it, there you go. Now they can re-experience Oblivion. Which was actually... I don't know if it was intentional or extremely coincidence, but one of the YouTubers I follow, called Krobcat, I've talked about him before. He uploaded a video about like some of the developers during Oblivion, saying like how they got their like inspiration for different things and whatnot, which was kind of neat, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe that was just pure coincidence or something. Probably not though, knowing him. He's the guy that's like he's compared like Dead Rising 1 to Dead Rising 4 and just like how many details were in that game from like 2006 to a game that came out in like 2018. He's the kind of guy that'll do that. He'll like compare like old games to like the more modern releases and like see all the differences in details and gameplay stuff and maybe like how NPCs interact and whatnot. There's Clem! Hi, Clem.
Hello.
Clem,
Yes,
did you know that Oblivion Remastered dropped today?
I know.
Okay.
It's like over 100 gigs.
I'm not surprised.
That makes sense.
I didn't even look at the trailer. I should have, but I haven't yet.
It looks
I'm gonna watch
looks
it
really
now.
nice, and it's also only $50. And then I'm like, wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's only $50. Like Bethesda over here, like remaking the entirety of Oblivion, like making it look fresh and new, like a modern game, for $50. And then Rockstar over here
Well, I mean,
just
it's
porting
for 50.
Red Dead 1 for $50.
That's just if you want the regular thing in the DLC, but the horse armor is still extra.
Yeah, okay, yes, that is the base version of the game. But still, the base version of the game for $50.
Like, it is visually remastered, but not, like, technically remade, right?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
It literally shadow dropped, so, you know.
No, man, this game looks like it was remade.
It might have been. I don't know. But still, I just think it's really funny that Bethesda drops it for $50. A whole fucking remastering of Oblivion, this huge fucking game. And then Rockstar
Out
just
of fucking
ports.
nowhere.
Yeah, just Rockstar like makes a huge deal of porting Red Dead 1 to like tons of like modern platforms, $50.
No change, no remaster,
No.
no nothing, $50.
Like
Oblivion doesn't get talked about for like fucking forever, and then
then they shadow
Shadow
drop the
drops
remaster.
one day.
I think it's just such a power move by Bethesda. It's honestly hilarious. And then Rockstar's over here, trying to defend their decision for $50 of Red Dead 1, this over decade-old game. And they're like, no, guys, we made it like the shading and everything and the lighting looks so much better, and it took us so much work to make it work on modern consoles. Like, this is a decade-old fucking game, and you're asking $50 fucking dollars for it.
I'm
Like,
like,
we
really?
included the
This game
DLC
fucking
as
looks
well.
like-
Oh my god.
New lip sync technology.
Rockstar, you are already so money grubbing from everything with GTA 5. Why? You barely supported Red Dead 2 online. You said there were going to be more story missions. You never made any more. And now you're porting Red Dead 1 and asking $50 for it, while Bethesda over here remastering their entire fucking game to look beautiful again. $50. I don't know.
If I want to play Red Dead 1, I have the 360 version on my Xbox.
Yeah, that
It
too.
is backwards compatible.
Yeah, as well.
I'm sorry,
Because
but this
Red Dead
game
1
was
didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
like this remake of Oblivion looks like it was remade in the current version of the engine. It's not just a visual upgrade, because the animations look very different. And the animations remind me of what's it called? Elder Scrolls Online right now.
Probably, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, this god. Maybe I'll actually
If
finish
Dad
the game
wasn't
this
on the
time.
couch, I'd probably be playing it.
Of course. Annie.
My real question is, did they keep the voice lines from the original?
It sounds like Patrick Stewart in the trailer.
I'm sorry, but it is not Oblivion unless the thank you kind sir is the exact same on like 50 different characters.
Thank you, kind sir.
Thank you, kind sir.
We're gonna do the
Or if they left in that one vocal flub. Well, the actress,
they have to keep it.
where the actress puts in part of her line and then
Mother
says,
mode.
"No, I can do better," and then does it again,
Yeah.
and they keep the whole thing in.
They have to keep it. Yeah, remaster of gameplay. It's a fucking remake, bro, at this
Yeah.
point.
Totally is.
Ah,
I don't know. I keep them. Oh, I guess it isn't. Shit. Oh, no way I'm going through. Matrix, my God. Unless they're in here? No, it's just for the main thing.
Okay.
Hey, Ash, can you send me the Tom ref? I actually don't think I ever saved it. Same fucking brain cell. Nice. I was thinking I should draw Tom because I don't think I've ever drawn him before. But I also forgot to save his ref, so if you can send that to me, that'd be great.
This part of the game is still in the game. The paralysis. It's so beautiful.
Nice. Also, any
Characters just being stuck.
I can't not look at this Clem you drew and think of a minion.
Oh no.
I know it's not, but
The misery.
thank you, Ash. I don't know why I thought Erica made a turnaround for Tom, but I guess she never did. Boys. .png is all we got. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's better than nothing, I guess, but whatever. We'll make do.
Is that a sky? There's a sky here.
Yeah, Edge is gonna
yeah,
draw
these
something.
sound like they're the same voice line.
Edge is gonna draw something in the sky.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's my area. I called dibs.
He claimed it. It's like it's like whenever you go into like a Minecraft creative server. You gotta claim your area. Aww. Alright. Ash, this is the first time me drawing Tom. I gotta get his head shape done right.
Tom Servo?
No, this is Tom from a cartoon you probably don't know. This is a very minor character that has no voiced lines in the cartoon he's even like from.
Okay, so there's definitely no chance I will know.
But you can know at the cost of your sanity. Very true. I don't know if Welcome to Hell is
I can think of 3 Toms right now.
okay.
Tom Servo, Tom the Cat, and the Toonami operating module.
Sadly, none of those. I was thinking you were gonna say Tomska as well, but fair enough.
No, not him.
Not, okay, do we not talk about him anymore?
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with him. It's just not a Tom that I would go for.
Ah. It's like, something happened.
No.
Okay. I don't think so. Boom, boom. Oh my god. Ash, I just now noticed Tom and Jonathan have the same nose.
Oh, he's got a beard now. Never
Oh.
mind. He doesn't have a beard anymore.
I don't know, just from crackhead canon? That's not uncommon for you.
You're a crackhead cannon.
Thanks. I mean, I guess I could be. Anyone could be, technically. Self-shipping, let's go. That's too tall. Let's get something else. Eh. Crack me up, Ash.
What did I do this time?
Just makes me laugh. What can I say? Then again, most things do, but yeah, things are funny, you know. Things do.
Yeah,
be...
but I like to know which thing I did that was funny.
Oh, not you, Edge. Sorry. I was talking to Ash. My mistake.
Ash.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like you would have a little hair there. I don't know.
Ultimately matters a lot of the companies.
Aww. Look at Miwa. Because his hair is too beautiful for the world. True. He takes off his hat and it's just like a long, luscious, like, just like Goldilocks kind of thing. Miwa. Fast, what's a character from Eyesight you haven't drawn? It would obviously be like probably a pretty minor character. Because I'm assuming you've drawn everyone from the cast. Isabeau? You've never drawn Isabeau? I feel like you've drawn Isabeau. I feel like you've drawn Isabeau before. Really? Or seriously, anyway. Oh, that's true. You don't have to. I mean, I would count even if it wasn't serious.
I'll say that can.
What's up? Tom has a thick neck. Goddamn. I feel like it's a crime, almost, for me to draw him smiling, because we've never seen him smile, but you know what? This man deserves to be happy. He's gotta hold up all his thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm the artist, I can do whatever I want with the character.
Yeah. Take that, Brony McGee.
He's looking at, yeah, true.
Frown all the time.
Is it weird that I think he should be wearing a necklace? I feel like he should be wearing a necklace.
You're the artist, you decide.
Yeah, true. Who wins? Who loses? You decide.
Oh my god.
Did I ever tell you guys I attempted applying to work at Epic Rap Battles of History?
I wonder how that turned out.
Well,
I'm sure
He's
you'd
still
love to
here,
work
so
nowadays.
what's that tell you?
so I was looking on Indeed back whenever I just graduated college and I was looking for jobs, and I saw that Epic Rap Battles was looking for a new editor, and I was like, oh, you know what? Fuck it, it'd be funny if I were to apply. So I did. Within the hour, they rejected me.
Within the hour?
Within the hour of me applying, they rejected me.
Rude.
So sadly, that reality never came to be. But I think that's probably best for everyone. Would have been hilarious, though.
What nice handwriting. Aww.
She has thoughts. That's what the anxiety meds are for. Oh.
Anxiety meds can't fix an iPad dying quarter.
No, I was reading something else. There's other text on the canvas. Yes, everyone here honestly has really good handwriting.
Not me.
Nah. I don't believe that.
I think you're capping.
That's cap, bro. It's cap. Glenn, why'd you make me say that?
There we go.
You're welcome.
Why'd you make me say that? What's wrong with you? How could you do
You're
this to me?
You're welcome.
I didn't say thank you, though.
You're welcome.
Ash, is that... Oh, I thought... Okay. I thought that was Teto for a second. Sorry. I see, kind of, curly hair to the sides. I think Teto. Teto. Is it just me, or has, popularity for Teto really blown up recently?
I don't know what that is.
Teto is a Vocaloid.
Oh.
Oh, that's why I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I don't know.
I've actually got a new voice bank. Okay, I was curious on, where this resurgence for Teto has come from, because I'm I knew she existed, but, I've been seeing her so much more, and I'm like, what happened? Something must have happened. Synth, I gotcha. It does sound pretty good. For a Vocaloid voice, it's pretty good. two biggest shoulders? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
two biggest shoulders.
Here.
Doing so much when voice. Aww. Good. Good for her. I was part of people.
Oh, I forgot to draw the wave reflections. Oh well.
Okay, so Ash, I need you to help me here for a second. So I had the idea of Tom wearing a necklace, but what would it be? What would be on the necklace? I didn't think that far ahead. His ring? His ring? he said. He said, "I will not wear the ring on my hand. I will wear it as a necklace, though." You see? Okay, fair enough. Mans does have sausage fingers. Literally, this man literally could not wear the ring. That's an hilarious idea. Yeah, sure. Is that now part of the headcanon too? He used to wear his wedding ring as a necklace. Okay. I like that. That's pretty good.
No, not that one.
In all honesty, though, that's kind of a cool idea. To wear your wedding ring as a necklace, is it? Like,
It's something that a lot of people do actually.
is it? Wait, I've never heard of that before.
Wearing a wedding ring as a necklace? Yeah.
I've never heard that before. Interesting. It's safer for the ring. Fair enough, yeah. I know my dad, like, cannot take off his wedding ring because, well, he's grown.
Oh, it's stuck there.
Yeah, it's stuck there.
It's gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, it's kind of grown. Well, he's grown, and yeah. So that's actually kind of, fair enough. Never even thought about that people would actually do that. There you go, fast. You could draw some Teto. Yeah, Teto. You say that like I had to give you permission to.
This is starting out pretty good.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good, Edge. Clem, this man's just got a tablet. Do you have any tips?
For tablet?
Yeah,
I just got a brand new tablet.
drawing tablet.
Very cheap one.
As long as it works.
What kind of tablet?
The Zopic.
No screen or? Does it
No
have a
screen.
No screen.
I thought it had a screen, it didn't have a screen.
No.
Liars.
But I've already assigned a hotkey for Control Z.
Yeah. That's the first thing you
Pretty
gotta do.
good. Get used to it. Get used to using your tablet first and foremost. It's very important. It doesn't come instantly.
Yeah, I figured. Q said too.
Yeah. You know, it takes a little bit of time for it to come around. But, hey, once you grab a hold, you'll eventually get the hang of it.
No, that one's too close together. No, maximum dot. Made a promise to myself that the next time I made it on the Q stream, I would draw South Island.
Alright.
This is Don't use the tablet to change it. Don't be stupid.
Clem, is that one of the guys from Lord of whatever?
Absolutely not. I'm just making this guy up on the spot.
That's a big sword.
Yeah.
Is he like protecting his son?
I'm not sure he's protecting anything. He's just vibing.
He's just
Child is here.
And there's a child. I mean, fair enough. Fast, I gave Mira one thought. I think it's still one of my favorite lines from her. First peaceful night of sleep, dreaming of spilled milk. Aww. Oh.
No, I like that shade. That's more reasonable. Maybe the color it was on the Master System, but I'm gonna have to do that.
Edge, let me guess. Are you trying to model the map of Green Hill Zone from the Game Gear version of Sonic 1?
You got it!
Yeah!
This
So
is actually
specific.
South Island.
Yeah. Because I know exactly what that looks like in my head.
It's like imprinted in your memory.
It matched up. What can I say? I think the only reason why it is because there was this like remix of Green Hill. Maybe it wasn't Green Hill Zone. Oh yeah, what was it called? South Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like this remix of like South Island Act 1 that was on YouTube, and it had like
No, it's
footage.
Green Hill Zone.
Oh, was it Green Hill Zone? Fuck. Well, either way, it was
Yeah,
some.
the zone is Green Hill Zone.
Okay, it was some remix that was forever ago that I used to listen to on repeat when I was younger, and it had footage of the Game Gear version of Sonic 1. And I remember specifically the map that it would show, because that was the very first thing in the video. I wonder if I could find that. No, God, now I'm curious. I was like, am I able to find that somewhere on YouTube? No, that's not it. Bridge Zone? Bridge Zone sounds right.
Yeah,
Sonic 1. God, can I find this super old video? 4
watch
years
him
ago.
bring it up, and it's something that I used to watch all the time too.
It
Now
very well
I
could-
feel
could be.
super old.
I don't know if I can find it though. That's the tough one. Or I could be searching for the exact wrong thing, most likely. Because when like
That's Bridge Zone.
That's which one?
That's Bridge Zone.
Bridge Zone. Okay. I'm glad you knew that just from me doing the.
No, because I'm thinking about it right now too.
Yeah. 8 years ago? I don't think that's it either. Doesn't look like it's it, at least. Fuck. Where is it? Is it? No, I don't think. But yeah, this image right here, right? I like in the Discord stream, like that's like ingrained in my brain. And I'm like, oh wait a minute, and then you were drawing that. I'm like, wait a minute, I know that.
I know this one.
I know that one.
I'll be right back.
Okay, don't
Good
die.
sir.
Don't die.
I don't know if you've noticed this, Ash, but I've gotten to saying that because of you. Fuck. Can I find this very specific remix from like years and years ago? I don't think this is it either. Don't think this is it. Pretty sure that's not it either. God. Was it a part? Oh man. Oh, you know what it might have been? It might have been part of like a mega compilation of different remixes. And I have no
Yeah, it
clue.
sounds about right.
It might have been, yeah, like a is like this I don't know, just a list of like
Some guy stole a bunch of free remixes and put them on his YouTube channel.
yeah. I got Can I like Sonic Remix compilation or something? I wish I remembered what the channel name was, but there's probably so many of these now. Can you just give me what I'm looking for, YouTube, instead of random ass bullshit?
Right? Why does it do that?
Because YouTube sucks.
Would be fun. So here's some things that would be with ads. It's easier, so you can watch our ads.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no clue. It's very likely the video I'm thinking of has been like long gone and deleted. Most likely because those people were like, "Hey, you are hosting my remix on your channel. Can you not do that?"
No, eat dicks, and then they got a DMCA.
Yeah.
One of those fly-by-night channels.
Yeah. I don't think I'm finding it anywhere. Now it's just showing me a bunch of shorts. I hate YouTube. Oh.
Go up to the top and select videos.
Let me do it. 'Cause right now I'm using Opera on. I normally use Firefox, but whenever we do ArtStream,
Yeah,
I
me
use
too.
Opera because Firefox like just goes so slow whenever I use Magma for some reason. All right.
That's weird.
I don't know.
No, I was using Chum.
Skill issue on Firefox, right? Yeah. Wait a minute. I think I found it. Sonic Remix Mega Mix Volume 1. That looks right. Oh my gosh. Ah, loud. Does he have like a playlist of these? Oh, here we go. Maybe these were his own remixes. Oh my gosh, I think this is it. Oh, I haven't seen this video in years, man. Years. Okay, so it actually wasn't in the first one, but I remember specifically going to Bridge Zone. Yeah. Found it. Sick. All right, I'll put it up on the Discord stream that way you can listen to it too. Oh man, I haven't seen this video in years, bro. Ah, what you shush? 11 years ago, 2014. That sounds right. Man. All right. Here's Bridge Zone. Yeah, see, there's the map. Yeah, this is pretty good.
What's the wall?
Dun, dun, dun. It's you could tell what kind of like just the era. this was made in whenever it's like this kind of like, I don't know, what do you even call this kind of music, like genre? Dubstep, I guess?
Cool.
Absolutely sending me back.
Or
What? Can't hear you, Edge. Where's what?
Where's the thing?
Where's what thing?
I too want to listen to the music.
It's in the watch the Discord stream.
Have to.
Yeah, I'll go back for you, buddy. Or do you just want me to link it to you? Okay, I can do that. That's okay. We'll go back to normal music. Man. I gotta think of things to draw too. You know, I'm thinking. What should I draw? Tetto. Right, so I don't know how many of you know of the band named Steam Power Giraffe. Because they're... Do you know?
Of course I do. You brought them into our roleplay.
Oh, that's right! I did do that! I forgot about that! Holy shit. That was like 5 years ago. No, that was probably whenever we first started, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Wow. Because that was like the second visit to Cowboy Land, I think. I'm surprised you remember that, Edge. I totally forgot I did that. I feel like I did pretty good on that.
Yeah, you did okay.
I thought I did.
As far as I know.
I mean, like, it was a lot of me writing because obviously I wrote the whole like show, so there wasn't really much that the main characters could do other than just sit there and watch the show. That was the point.
Yeah.
But I feel like I did pretty good on adding like in between. I definitely was more of a fan then. Like, God, how long ago was that? Was that like that must have been like 8 years ago. Or, yeah, maybe close to 9 years ago. Holy shit, I forgot I did that. Well, anyways, yeah, that was a real band.
Yeah, I learned that too.
Yeah. It was a real band that has had quite the history. Now, I'm no longer an expert, as a lot of the finer details I've forgotten, but they're a band that has gone through a lot. A lot of members, a lot of scrutiny, a lot of drama, a lot of everything you could think of pretty much under the sun. But like talking about like the early years of the band are definitely the more fun, as they were like this like street performers. They were street performers. There were 4 of them. Oh gosh, what are their actual names? I'm trying to remember. Well, their actor names, I guess. There's Rabbit and the Spine, and those two, like the real people playing them, are siblings. And then you have the John, which is a great name. The John is my favorite out of all the robots, and John Sprague, who plays him, absolutely amazing human being, like absolute cinnamon roll, that man. And then you have Upgrade, who God, what was her actual name? I don't remember her actual name, but those were the main 4 that started out as street performers, and they were all robots. They got full makeup. They got in like these heavy black like suits and jackets in like the middle of summer in California, which had to have been horrible, especially with all the makeup
Sounds
they had
horrible. I would never do that.
on. I mean, they had all this makeup on, so I'm sure their makeup probably got like messed up over time as they're doing these street performances all day. But they would, just have like a little like can or hat next to them while they just sang songs, and they were all original songs about like the different lore of them and how they were these robots from like a factory, and they're actually like hundreds of years old. The lore of Steam Powered Giraffe is insane. I haven't actually delved into it myself, but something about they were all like war robots, and then they got decommissioned, and now they're singing robots. So that is kind of like the original idea. How it even came to be was all 4 of the original actors were originally friends from like college, outside of the 2 that were brothers, of course. And they just decided that they were going to become street performers together and have this pseudo street performing band where they're robots. And there's still tons of YouTube videos up from years and years ago of whenever they would do their street performances, and they were great. Like, not only would they sing songs, but in between the songs they would do lots of little bits and jokes, and have their own fun, and it was very entertaining. And the music, if you like, I don't even know what genre I'd call. I guess just the genre of steampunk, if that's a music genre. I don't know if it really is. I feel was very, very good. And if you like songs that have like entire stories within them, like the song is basically singing a story, then they have plenty of those. But it was like the early stages of the band were really fun, just to like witness and see on YouTube, whatever. But eventually, Upgrade, the actual actor that played her, was getting a lot of just stage fright and anxiety from being in the band, especially whenever they recorded a full album and they were starting to get a little bit bigger, more traction. One of the songs in that album was even like her song about like trying to overcome like stage fright and anxiety. But eventually she decided to quit the band, and that kind of left the rest of them in a semi-awkward position because they were looking for, places to perform at and do all these things, but now they had a whole person leave the band whenever they were, a lot of their bits and jokes, it was the four of them, and the album they created was the four of them. So it was kind of tough for them to be like, yeah, so here's our stuff, but we are actually only
We're missing an
we're only a 3-person band now instead of a 4-person one. So they ended up re-recording that first album with only the three of them, and Upgrade's song was totally a totally different song. It was just kind of like a nonsense song because, you know, it was just like whatever. They had to fill it with something. But they eventually got a like really good gig working like the entire summer at the San Diego Zoo. So there's tons of footage of them performing and playing their songs and just generally having fun at the San Diego Zoo. That's like a lot of what you might see of like their early YouTube videos of them. And they even went on to make a movie. It's this like bizarre movie that's not really a movie and more just like they recorded a bunch of their songs from their first album and their second album that they just did and then had kind of a pseudo story around it, which was basically just them messing around or as robots, or there were points where they would be totally different characters that were like D&D like characters, trying to find this like mystical chest or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. I haven't seen the movie in years, but it was nice. It was a good mixture of like their comedy and you know, just their music as well, but re-recorded. They even ended up the music that they did for that movie, they like put out as a quote unquote live album, which it technically was, but it wasn't like it was like in front of a audience or anything. After that though, it was kind of downhill, uphill maybe, downhill, depending on who you ask. There wasn't a lot of uphills from then on. There was maybe a few, but kind of mostly downhill from there. As the John left the band. Now, it's a little unclear exactly why, but it's probably a good mix of a few things being just he wanted to go off and do his own thing and not be part of the band anymore, but like be shackled to it. He didn't really, you know, jive with the two brothers at the time. They were having some problems with John. I think he was like showing up to like their not performances, but their rehearsals late and stuff like that. So he eventually left, and during that time, they like during their performances, you know, it wasn't just them three. They would actually have two other people that would help them. One named Sam Luke, and then the other is Michael Philip Reed, who we'll get to later. Now, Michael Philip Reed ended up becoming part of the band as just like, you know, one of the guys in the background that would help with different instruments, piano, guitar. He would do drums every now and again, although Sam Luke would mostly do drums. But Michael Philip Reed could like do anything that they needed him to do, which was insane. Like he even got his name dropped in the second album. So he was a pretty big part of the band, even if he wasn't an actual like playing a robot character. So whenever the John left, Sam Luke, who is like their main drummer, ended up becoming I think his name was like Hatchworth. I think so. And so he became a robot that made up the trio instead of the John. And then from then on, they were those three for a good amount of the band's life, actually. For years, it was those three doing the band, and I think they ended up putting out 3 whole albums? 4, technically. Yeah, they ended up putting out 4 albums with the Spine, Rabbit, and Hatchworth, and also eventually the actor that played Rabbit ended up becoming out as trans. So the character also changed. The lore was that like the robot was like never fully finished, and that Rabbit was always supposed to be a girl, which was a nice little touch, I thought. And so eventually, uh, that was a thing, and they also brought on more people in the background to just help with like the performances and whatnot. They had like these people dressed up in like different like all blue outfits that like would just like come up to like the robots and like act like they're like fixing them or whatever. Just little short performances that are cute and sweet and stuff like that. But there was one person that I can't remember the name of right now who was meant to be there as like a maybe like a roadie, I guess you would say, but he was still a prominent enough presence in the band that people would want his autograph, and he'd be there with all the rest of the crew member. Now, this is whenever the controversies and shady stuff started coming to light, as that specific roadie, people accused him of sexual assault and other stuff. So that was tough for the band, as that was a pretty big hit to their reputation, but eventually he got the can. And that was kind of the first one. While I don't think it was ever proven, and it was probably just some people trying to drum up more drama, there was more stuff on the two brothers on how they basically handled the band. I mean, they were the ones that pretty much started the band, so you know they can handle it however they want. But drama and rumors started coming out that they weren't too nice to the other band members and whatnot, and that they were trying to take more of the spotlight than the other band members were. But I don't think anything really came up out of that one. Now, fast forward even more. Hatchworth ends up leaving the band, but I don't think it was really on bad terms. I think it was more just he wanted to go do other things than be in the band. I mean, he already been in there for like probably 8 years, so he ended up leaving, and then the brothers were like, the brother and sister now were like, well, what do we do? So they ended up calling up like a family friend to be like part of the trio, and so then the character Zero was born, and that was like right before I think COVID times happened. So COVID time was obviously really tough for the band because they were a really big performance band. I mean, they would go out and do shows and they perform and all that, but now they couldn't do that. That was how like the main way they made their money. I'm pretty sure. So that was really tough on the band, and what was even more tough was Michael Reed ended up leaving the band just suddenly, like out of the blue, and because of that, because it was so out of the blue, like he basically said to the other people in the band, like, yeah, I'm leaving, bye, and not just left the band, no, left the country. This guy is like off the face of the earth now. Like, I feel like it was the actor that played Rabbit. They ended up like posting this huge like Twitter thread of like all like the information they knew about like him leaving and whatnot, but it was basically like, yeah, he said sayonara, he said bye. It was something along the lines of like the love of his his significant other was like out of the country, so he ended up leaving to go be with her or something. But he did it in such a bad way to do it. Like, didn't lead up to it at all. Just kind of said bye and left the band. And maybe it was a mix
Kind of a dick move.
Kind of a dick move. But I don't remember the thread exactly. I could probably pull it up and read a little bit, but from what I remember reading, there was more of a reason than just him going after the love of his life. It was clear that some stuff was about to be said about him. So during that thread, I'm pretty sure the actor that played Rabbit basically was like, "Yeah, so we had been keeping quiet about all this stuff because we didn't want to lose our band member that had basically carried a big portion of like the back of the band." So yeah. So it came out that more sexual assault had been happening, and even more of stuff along those lines, as far as I remember, which sucks because like Michael actually had like his own albums that he made aside from the band, and I'm like, man, these songs are good. And now I listen to them and I'm like, man, what a dick.
This guy was a creep.
Yeah, he is a creep and a dick at the same time, which sucks because he had some like pulling the artist aside from the music. The music's not that bad, but it also sucks because if you remember, well, the John, who was one of the original members, he was really good friends with Michael Reed, and that's how Michael Reed ended up in the band, because they were such good friends. And now both of them are just kind of off the face of the earth. It sucks. It really sucks. Because the band like was just like such nice humble beginnings, and like was like obviously a lot of fun. And I remember before even Michael ended up leaving, like I think it was probably right before COVID times too, around 2018 to 2019, the band had a big like 10-year anniversary show where they got everybody who had been in the band prior back for one show. Like even Upgrade, like the original person who ended up leaving, she decided to come back for one more show, and it was just like this really big, nice like finale for the whole band and for the whole audience and community that had basically come up around the band, that everyone was back for one show. And yeah, they're definitely not doing that again.
Well, at least you got them back for one show.
They got them. Yeah, they got everyone back for one show, which was really cute and sweet. I know. So I even have like some. I don't know. Maybe not personally, but back when I was younger, I I came across this blog that was like all about the John, because he was my favorite, and of course. There was a blog run on Tumblr that was also just about all him, and like posting like different like gifs and photos and whatnot, blah blah blah. And the mods that were running the blog, they're like, yeah, we could use the third one. I'm like, sure, why not? So I ended up becoming friends with those two that were running it, and those two that were running it were like really good friends, and like knew each other very well, had been friends for forever, and they were both huge fans of the blog and the John specifically. And I'm just like, hi, I'm here. I'm like a 18-year-old kid on the internet. Probably I was like 17 or something. If it was like 26, I want to say it was like 2017 or something that I like started running the blog with them or something like that. So yeah, I was like 16 running this blog with them. And a really, really cute story was eventually these two friends ended up getting together, and like I was like, wow, good for the both of you. That, like, I'm really proud for the both of you, both girls, by the way. So even more proud of them. So eventually, yeah,
Gay?
huh?
Is it so appropriate to say gay?
Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, good for them. As
Yeah,
eventually
good for them.
they got together, and as far as I know, they're married now. Like,
Yeah, that's great.
like super proud of the both of them. Like, they got married, and I remember them because they both also lived in California, so they had even a closer connection to the band. Oh, 1 second. Uh, so they had like this like super nice like connection to the band and whatnot because they also like lived in California, and they had like seen a show or two before even. But I remember that they specifically went to that 10th anniversary show and were like, yeah, this is basically like the end of interacting with the band for us because the John is finally back, so they got to see him and they were like super excited, and everyone else that was in the band as well. So it was like almost like I don't know. It was neat to have like that kind of like insider knowledge of this band that I also liked, but I'm on the entire other side of the country from where they performed. But it was really sweet, and I don't think I talked to them much anymore because they ended up they ended up basically abandoning the blog, and I still have access to it, but I haven't uploaded anything to it in forever. Not that not to, not that anyone's really upset about that. I don't know many people that are probably posting stuff about the John specifically from Steam Powered Giraffe, a band that is probably not in the public eye anymore at all because of all of the controversy that the band has gone through. But just my own like personal experience with like the community of the band was something that I should talk about more because it's really cute and sweet that I got to be a part of like these two people that were like really good friends, and then they ended up getting together and getting married, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm so proud of you. Oh man.
Okay, I think I'm good with this.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh man. uh, Very sweet story. That.
I also do a kind of crappy cloud looking at that guy with the big sword.
Oh yeah.
Hello once more.
It's Clem.
I live.
Good timing. I just got done finishing my like super long story.
That's good. I heard like the very end of it. I got the synopsis.
Nice. Boop, boop, boom. Now, of course, that was just one band. For my life. You're doing great, Ash. I believe in you. There is one other band that is probably a little more well known since their music got pretty popular on like TikTok recently. The band called Tally Hall. Maybe. Do you know of them?
I've heard the name. I haven't listened to their songs though. Maybe one of them.
They're very
That's it.
crazy surrealist songs. And talking about the band itself is also kind of insane to think about.
I'm gonna duck out.
Okay, that's fair. Stay good, Edge. Talk to me a little bit.
Bye bye.
It's okay. I'm just out of energy for drawing.
Oh, okay.
Social activity.
Yeah, no worries. Didn't
I
Tally
woke
Hall...
up after 4 hours.
Bruh.
I set an alarm today so I wouldn't miss this.
Fair enough. I mean,
Oh,
I appreciate
At least you
it.
gotta be here.
Yeah. Did Tally Hall get
Bye,
accusations?
friends.
Alright. As far as I know, no. The only accusations, I think that I can't remember. You might be thinking of one specific member, because there's one specific member of the band that has had a lot of accusations thrown around about him. Some of them true, some of them not. I don't think the child loving is true, but yeah, that one specific member of the band, his name is Joe Hawley. He's transphobe, so that's kind of the reason why the band hasn't gotten back together since they broke up back in like the early 2010s. he's the sole reason why. They've wanted to do like reunion tours and shows, but with him being outwardly transphobic, kind of can't. And they can't really do the band without him either. So the rest of the members haven't really gotten back together because of that. But that's just modern day. Like the rest of the band is a lot more fun to talk about. Obviously, it's not as much fun to talk about Joe Hawley because he's very clearly needs mental help. And they ended up doing he ended up making an album just by himself titled Joe Hawley, Joe Hawley. That's the name of the album. His name twice. But he also ended up making another album. It was called like Hawaii Part 2. There's not a Hawaii Part 1.
Just thought it up, man.
Just Hawaii Part 2. That's
in an
all
alternate reality, there's actually a Hawaii Part 1.
Yeah.
Not in this one, though.
And Hawaii Part 2, the album, is about as close to a Tally Hall reunion as we can get, as every member from the band at least helped with one song in that album. So that's about as close as we're getting. Yeah, it's... So Joe Hawley was like the main guy behind that album, and everyone else kind of helped with at least one song on that album. But it's not exactly the same, you know.
I guess at least it's something.
It's something, and like the songs on that album are kind of Tally Hall-esque, which is like, you know, very dream, very surrealist music. A lot of, again, if you like music that tell a story throughout the song, then it's kind of that as well. But the band is a 5-person band with Rob Cantor, Joe Hawley being kind of the two frontmen. They would trade between being the lead singer or the lead guitarist. And then you have Zubin Zedgi, who was the bassist, but he would also sing a song or two. You have Andrew Horowitz, who was the keyboardist. And then you have Ross Fetterman, my man Ross Fetterman, as the drummer. Absolute legend, that man. So they all ended up forming the band Tally Hall because they all went to college together. And they're from Michigan, and they knew this mall that they would go to as kids in the Michigan area that was called Tally Hall. From what they said is the mall is no longer around, but they just had like fond memories of going there and blah blah blah. So they ended up naming their band after that, and then also their first album, Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum, is also the name of a real place, I think also in Michigan, where it's basically a big museum full of like attractions that you might see in a circus, but like mechanical ones. So like these boxes that have like little shows of like puppets on strings, you know, doing different things, or maybe those like ones, like those fortune teller ones that are like mechanical and you like put like your hand on the ball or whatever. Basically a whole museum full of those things. And they loved it, and so they decided to name their first album after it. And that first album is like kind of a concept album, kind of not. A concept album is like usually an album where the songs have some sort of general theme, or maybe it's like one story going from like the beginning of the album to the end of the album. Sometimes it's a semi-concept album. Some of the songs are based on like those mechanical contraptions, but some of them aren't. So it's only half a concept
kind
album.
of a toss-up.
But all the songs on it are still really good. And the music videos for some of the songs were also really good too. I mean, absolute bangers of music videos. The one for their first song, Good Day, is actually like won awards like back in the day. Like Andrew was the one. He was like the director of the music video, and he ended up like putting it up for awards in like some I don't know back then in like the early 2000s. Or sorry, not early. It was late 2000s. The band was active, late 2000s to like early 2010s, whenever they were really active. So, you know, YouTube was just starting to become a thing, and all that stuff. So, it's really, really like cool music videos that Tally Hall has. Like seriously, beautiful. So they ended up making that first album, and then they made another album called Good and Evil, which is also just full of really surrealist songs and also absolute bangers on it. They didn't end up making many music videos for that second album. I think only about, actually I think there's only the one for the song Turn the Lights Off, which is how I ended up getting to the band in the first place. I remember an animator I followed back then made an animation on that song, and I was like, man, this is really good. Let me check out the rest of the band. And then I did. And I fell in love. Turn the Lights Off. Yeah. Now, during their run of, like, you know, being a band and whatnot, they actually had what they called the Tally Hall Internet Show, which was basically just a online show that they hosted on YouTube and their own website, of just them doing a bunch of random skits, and it was pretty funny. I mean, like, for if you like kind of surrealist humor, that is surrealist humor is basically now today's humor, but back then it wasn't so much. But I mean, they do it extremely well, and I definitely recommend watching some of their episodes of the Tally Hall Internet Show. It's hilarious. So they even did that, which is like just even more like just how committed the band was to the band, and just how crazy the ideas they had. I think Ruler of Everything, and then I think HF Joan. Yeah. Ruler of Everything was their, was it? It was technically their last song on their first album, but there's also technically another one after it. But and then I don't know. There's a lot more lore that I'm skipping over when it comes to the band, because the entire wiki for this band is insane. Like, I didn't even like talk like about like their early shows that they would do, where they would just sometimes do like entire covers of different songs and whatnot. Their cover of Just a Friend by Biz Markie like is like extremely good.
The best version.
I don't know if it's better than Biz Markie's version, but it's definitely a nice reimagining that is like insanely good. Hello. But after they made Good and Evil, and after they went on tour, they ended up breaking apart as they realized, you know, they had gone to college, and they even dropped out of college to do the band, but they wanted to go their separate ways in life. So some of them, both Ross and Zubin, went back to college to finish their degrees. Oh, what is this? This is art, as you can see, and I'm also just talking about a band on the side. We're having fun. But yeah,
Got back into college.
Yeah, so Zubin and Ross went back to college, and they became scientists, like actual real scientists. Like Ross became a germ scientist, like to study germs and whatnot. Sorry, am I being too loud?
Right?
Oh, okay.
Site is called Magma.
Magma, yeah.
Magma.
This is a good site that you know, you can just draw whatever on and have fun.
If you know what Dropile is, it's basically Dropile but online.
Yeah, whenever we started these, I thought this was what Dropile was.
Well,
That's why
Kinda.
That's why all of the like that's why I named all of our canvases draw pile number.
Yeah. I noticed. I never said anything because honestly, well, it is technically pretty much like dropout.
Yeah. I mean, I just remember everyone calling, you know, if you were using a shared canvas, it was like, it's a draw pile. So I was like, oh, okay. Anyways. Yeah, no worries. So Ross became a germ scientist that just studies like how germs work and how we can like change them for the better for humans and whatnot. And then Zubin ended up being a oncologist, cancer research and whatnot. So like they were like just like in a band, and now they're like really like wanting like a change for like humankind as scientists. And it's like, wow, that's insane. Andrew ended up basically starting a family, and then Ross and Joe were the ones that kept in the music industry. I'm sorry, Rob and Joe, Rob
Alright.
Cantor and Joe Hawley. Joe Hawley ended up becoming more of an indie music producer, as I said, he made his own album and kind of went off on his own for obvious reasons. But Rob is the more interesting one to talk about, as you probably know the song Shia LaBeouf, actual real cannibal Shia LaBeouf, right?
Oh, I've
Brandishing
heard
a
of it.
knife, it's Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah,
That is Rob Cantor.
I've heard it.
That's Rob Cantor. He made that song. He performed that song, and in the music video for that song, which is the more famous part of the song, arguably, Zubin is on guitar, or on a bass guitar. So Zubin actually came back and did music. I mean, you know, as I said before, like Ross and Zubin didn't like fully exert themselves from music. Ross even actually is a DJ on the side of being a scientist and having a wife. So dude is like absolutely, like, his life is great.
He's stacked.
He's stacked. He's a DJ. He's a germ scientist, and he's got a wife. So
Fucking wild.
absolutely wild. He even like released some of his like DJ mixes on like his Bandcamp, and like, man, some of them are pretty good. Some are pretty good. Gosh, there was another video that was pretty popular that Rob did, where it was like he did a bunch of different what's the term? Impressions of like different like actors or cartoon characters, all in one song, and in that song, Andrew's doing the keyboard while Rob is singing. And that was a pretty viral song that got pretty popular. But then you know, everyone believed it, but it turns out it was fake. Rob didn't actually do all those impressions. He got other people to do the impressions, and he just voiced over it extremely well, that everyone believed it. So good for him. So he did that really viral song. He did actual real cannibal Shia LaBeouf, which for the video they got Shia LaBeouf for, which is still insane. And then, believe it or not, Rob is now working for Disney, as he is writing and producing and making nursery rhymes for Disney Junior.
My God. What the fuck?
Yep.
Of all the things,
The dude
a
that.
lyricist
Yep.
for Disney.
Yep. Not just Disney. It's for Disney Junior. The like for babies. This dude is
For
making
the children.
This
Think of the children.
This dude is making nursery rhymes for babies, and then you scoot over just a little, actual real cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Like, dude has had an insane
Same guy.
career. Same guy. Insane career, this man. And like, not even like, and also just all of Tally Hall, like, all of the craziness that is both of those albums and the Tally Hall Internet Show, like, absolutely insane. So,
I mean, when you know what you're doing,
well, you know what you're
you
doing.
may as well just go full throttle, you know?
And yeah, so over time, those songs have obviously become pretty popular for animation because they're so surrealist and, you know, they're the kind of songs that you would see for animation memes, obviously. And some of them took off really well on TikTok as well. So that made the band even more popular. But sadly, the band just is not ever going to get back together as much as everyone would want to. Okay.
See fast.
I'm nearly done anyways, so sleep well. Since there really isn't much more to say after that. I mean, the band has said that they have wanted, like, they even, Hidden Same was the first song I heard from. Yeah, is a really good song. I even ended up making my own music video for Hidden in the Sand. But I did it all in VR chat, so that's up on another channel that I used to upload on, but I don't really anymore since, obviously. It somewhat wakes me up. Very good. Yeah, very, very good. Like, insane band that has just done so much in such a little amount of time, and I just wish they've done more, but sadly, they know that they can't really come back as a band without Joe, and they don't really want to come back with Joe right now because he's very outwardly opinionated about many things, and
He's a little bit volatile.
Yeah, so I'm pretty, as far as I know, the rumors of anything to do with children are not true, as far as I know, but I also haven't really been digging deep into, like, rumors and whatnot about the band and super huge drama. I just remember the day that, because Joe Hawley was actually in charge of, like, the Tally Hall Twitter. But I remember the day that he was booted from the Twitter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was some spice a little between the community, because I don't know who else in the band took control of the Twitter. Maybe it was a mix of all of them, but yeah, they took it away from him. Yeah, there's that, and apparently it wasn't that long ago that U2's did figurines of the band, which is a little weird when you think about it.
What?
Yeah, I mean, this is like, they did U2's of the band, obviously not how they are today, but how they were back then.
Well, obviously.
Think of how weird that is to like all of the
You're
band
getting
members.
a fucking U2s nowadays.
You're getting a U2's of you, but you whenever you were like 19 or 20.
Bro,
Yeah, like that's like, think about that. That's got to be so weird to the band members that, like, so many people have this image of them in their head, but it's whenever they were like 19 or 20 years old and like in college. And, you know, back in, like, the late 2000s and early 2010s. Like, that's what people know you as. They don't think of you nowadays. Which is just insane to me. I have been yammering on for so long. If I was gifted anything, I was surely gifted the gift of gab, bro. Ugh. That's about as much as I can say on the band, but obviously there's a lot more to it. I mean, this entire wiki, there's a whole, like, sixth band member I didn't really talk about. That was, like, his name was, like, Bora, B-O-R-A. And I didn't even talk about, like, how each band member, like, for the first album, they, like, had this thing where they were all called by different colors and, like, the ties that they wore. Joe Hawley was red tie, Rob Cantor was yellow tie, Ross was gray tie, Zubin was blue tie and Andrew was green tie. So in all of the promotional shots, whenever they would do any shows, they would all wear their colored tie with like a white shirt. That was just what they would do and perform with. So in a almost weird way, they were also like show performers. And actually, Ross wasn't even one of the original band members. It was someone else that I don't remember his name. But he ended up leaving the band. I don't remember exactly why. Maybe they had some discourse. But he was also the gray tie, and Ross ended up basically getting past the gray tie to him, which ended up being this huge, like insanely coincidental thing, because I don't know what it is exactly, but Ross had this medical thing with him where his hair ended up turning gray a lot faster than most people. So his hair was like totally gray by the time he was like in his late 20s.
What?
Yeah. So he has gray hair even now. And like back then, like during like the last like year or so of the band, like he had gray hair. Which is insane because he had the gray tie, and it just worked out.
The fitting.
Yeah.
The fitting.
The absolute like coincidence that was.
The fit was extending all the way to his fucking hair.
It was. Oh man, it is just insane, that band. I remember getting really into them, like in high school. But once I kind of discovered like mostly everything about them, you know, there wasn't much else to search. Because
what am I gonna become?
Because the guys nowadays don't really do much anymore. I mean, they're just living their lives now, with, you know, the fame of them being Talia Hall kind of behind them, and they get internet fame every now and again, but because they just can't become a band again, they can't, you know, really do anything about that. I know Rob ended up making his own album too, called Not a Trampoline. That's the name of the album. That's just weird as. And not only is the album called Not a Trampoline, the album cover is just a picture of a piece of fried chicken. That's just
It
how.
makes sense. Don't worry about it.
That's just the kind of guy Rob is. Oh man, absolutely insane. Also insanely good art, Ash. You should definitely upload it, honestly. Here, actually, because Ash, how many other people are drawing Debbie and Tom? You gotta be the fuel to the fire.
No one.
Exactly.
That's who.
Exactly. The Shockmaster. Fair enough. Man. Hold on. There's one bit from the Talia Hall Internet Show that I want to show, because I think you'll get a good laugh out of it. It's called Natural Ketchup. It's not even 2 minutes. And this is just one clip from their show that they did, I want to say like maybe 10 episodes of, and like an episode is like 30, or not 30 minutes, probably like 15 to 20 minutes. And yeah, here you can even see Ross like with gray hair. Like, look at that. Already. How long ago was this? 14 years ago. 2010. Yep.
God damn.
Absolutely insane. Hold on, let me quickly put it up on stream. Oh wow, it's already like properly crop. No, I need to probably crop it a little more. Yeah. Okay, I think that's back good.
Hey Zoobs, can you pass the ketchup? Have you guys ever tried natural ketchup?
Natural ketchup.
Yeah, it tastes like regular ketchup, except there's no high fructose corn syrup in it. It's more natural.
Does it taste better?
I like it more, but I guess it's an acquired taste. Regular ketchup tastes kind of sugary to me now.
Yeah.
Is it still red?
Reddish brown, a little darker than Heinz.
Can you put it on French fries?
I usually like regular ketchup.
Can you get it at a normal grocery store?
I think so, yeah.
Jesus, is it a place?
No?
Is it expensive?
Regular priced.
Is it pulpy?
No,
Does it need to be refrigerated?
that's up to you.
It's soupy, right?
No.
Do you eat it every day?
Good?
Does it smell good?
Yeah.
Is it edible?
Yes.
Is it smaller than a bread box?
I guess it depends.
Yes
on
or
the
no?
Yes.
Is it all natural?
Yes.
Is it a condiment?
Yes.
Is it mustard?
No. 18.
Is it organic relish?
No. 19. Is it natural ketchup?
Just tears off the What a hero. Wow.
Yes, it's
You got
comedy.
it.
It's comedy like that. Like, and they did this back in 2010. Like they were so ahead of their time. It's absolutely insane. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's so stupid, but I mean that's exactly what they were going for.
That's what it's about.
It's true. It's what it's all about. Oh man.
It's about being effortlessly funny
Mm-hmm.
for modern audiences. This is like Megamind.
I still have yet to see Megamind.
You haven't seen Megamind still?
I have not.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's fucked.
I never watched it.
You
when I
watch
was a kid.
Megamind. That's like very urgent.
Do we need to stop stream right now?
This is an emergency. We're watching Megamind now. Oh, I fucking got my eyes.
Ducked.
My eyes, they're not synced anymore. I'm falling asleep.
Duck. It's a duck. So true. Hey, Clem,
What?
can I request something?
What?
Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
Our Lord and Savior.
What is my glove? I need to draw Jesus right now.
Artists in olden times be like,
The realest Jesus hours.
is Jesus out of us?
What if I...
Ash, how are your energy levels?
How am I... What?
Well, your energy levels too, I guess, but also Ash's.
Oh. What if I silence him? Actually.
Go for it. It's your Jesus. If you wanna go ahead, I'm chilling in my bed. I'm not your own biz. Biz. I know what we're missing.
What am I missing?
Oh, not you specifically, but I know what we're missing. We're missing Senna.
Alright.
She said that her internet was not gonna be working today, so Ash,
May you draw... May you draw a quarter burning to death.
we need that. We need
And me
Senna,
getting flattened.
you flattened, and we also need Jockster. I don't even know if Ash
Me
is around.
Jockster
He might have.
sleeping.
He might have gone to get a drink or something.
Oh shit.
Gotta do everything running myself. Or Clem, you could draw me burning. I don't think you've done that before.
Sure, I haven't done that. But right now I'm drawing Jesus, bro.
Right. That's fine. Sorry, I don't mean to be like a sim and like task you up with too many things at once.
Jesus comes first. I'm sorry.
He is our Lord and Savior, I understand. Your thoughts on Kirby being a heavy Christian?
He would be.
He would be.
He's the angriest envoy of God you've ever seen.
Also, I like that you asked if you could stylize Jesus. Not like that hasn't been done in like official media for actual Christians before.
Nah, they would never do that.
Nah, they would never.
Jesus marketable plushies.
Damn. Thing is, there probably is.
Would you buy one?
Maybe. And then I'd put it on a cross so I can really get into my Jesus RP.
Really feel like I was there, you know?
Mhm. I mean, I missed it, so I gotta make sure that I get the real raw feeling of nailing Jesus to the cross.
I gotta feel it, you know?
Yeah, Clem, what do you know about the Poker Night at the Inventory games? If anything.
Which games?
The Poker Night at the Inventory games.
I don't think I know anything.
That's fair, because you can't get them anymore.
Oh.
They were, obviously, poker games made by Telltale Games back whenever, they were
Okay.
still around. Which sounds really weird, but actually Telltale's first ever game was a poker game with their own unique characters. But they decided that they wanted to revisit poker, and what they did was they used pre-existing characters from other IPs getting together and playing poker in this place they called the Inventory, which was like a secret bar that video game characters can go to whenever they're not on work, which is a really cool concept. So the first game started with Max from Sam & Max, Strong Bad from the Homestar Runner series, The Heavy from TF2, and Tycho from Penny Arcade.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and you got to play poker with all of them. And the whole big draw is obviously maybe not necessarily the poker gameplay, since it's relatively simplistic and only a $10,000 buy-in, which sounds, it's a lot in real money, but you're not actually paying anything. There was two main draws actually to the game. One was all the interactions that these characters would talk about. Like they would say the most random stuff, and it's just really cool to see these four characters from entirely different series talking together and having casual conversation about their own work, or maybe questioning the others on how they do XYZ thing or whatnot. And it was a really cool concept and worked really well. And it was only on PC and for $5 or something. But the other draw of the game, which is why people probably even still talk about the games today, is every now and again a character would be like, yeah, so I don't have the money, but I would like to buy in with this item. and it'd be an item from like whatever series they're from. And if you were able to knock out that person who bought in with the item, you would get that item in Team Fortress 2.
Oh boy. Oh no.
So you can see.
I get the feeling that I know why they shut that down.
Well, they didn't shut it down because of that. They shut it down.
Oh really?
Yeah, they
Okay.
shut it. Well, you can't get the game anymore because Telltale obviously went bankrupt.
Yeah.
So they couldn't keep the games up. Actually, I learned this recently. The PokerNet games actually were taken off before they even announced bankruptcy. It was getting pretty clear that Telltale was not doing very good monetarily because they were slowly delisting games that they couldn't keep up anymore on storefronts because contracts were running out and they couldn't renew them because of money reasons. So Poker Night was actually one of the first ones because of the amount of different IPs that were tied to it was costing them probably a decent amount of money for a game that only costed about $5. And Poker Night 2 included it included Brock Sampson from the Venture Bros, Claptrap from Borderlands, Ash Williams from the Evil Dead series, Sam from Sam & Max,
Jesus.
and then finally GLaDOS from Portal.
That's oh my god.
Yeah, and having all of them also conversing and you know talking with each other. And Poker Night 2 was also multi-platform instead of just being on Steam. Poker Night 2 would get you TF2 items on Steam as well, but the other main draw of that one was it would give you Borderlands 2 specific skins. So one of the ones that you could win was you could win a Zero skin where it made him look like a turret from Portal 2.
Okay.
And that was also only on PC. If you bought the PlayStation one, you would be able to unlock specific themes that were basically just like these images of the characters in like the different worlds. So you would see Sam and Max in Portal, or like Claptrap in Venture Bros, stuff like
Oh
that,
my God.
which is really cute. And then if you got it on Xbox 360, you would get specific avatar-themed items, which was even more cool. Like, that's
Oh
it.
my
If
god.
if you cared about like you know, your Xbox 360 avatar. Also, hi, glad you're back. Sorry, I'm talking about these poker games that you can no longer buy. But obviously,
Payment they'd have to go through for each IP would be wild.
oh yeah, it was pretty wild for a game that they only sold for $5. Is insane. But it's, you know, clear Telltale was not very good at managing the money, obviously. So yeah, you can no longer get any of those games, and because of that, you can no longer specifically get those items anymore because they were all tied to achievements.
Oh.
So
Oh.
this
Oh.
this bizarre like underground of people family sharing the games was created. Because if you family share a game, you can still unlock those achievements. Because you unlock those achievements on your Steam profile, that means you get those TF2 items. But obviously, some people...
For a fee.
Obviously for a fee, and that fee is slowly getting higher and higher. And there are Steam keys for these games. There was plenty of them because it was only a $5 game. But obviously, because you can't get the game anymore, those Steam keys have become increasingly rare and increasingly expensive, and you don't even know if the key that you're getting is gonna work. So, and by expensive,
God.
I mean like $100
For one key.
for one key for one of the two games. And you don't even know if it's gonna work. Yeah. Yeah. And now, with Steam having a totally new family sharing thing, it's hard to really even know how the underground is still going. I've looked at like the Steam forums for the games, and apparently it's still going on. I don't know how. Maybe there's people that are running like older versions of Steam or something, and they're able to do it because of that. But if you're using a newer version of Steam, you can't do it anymore because family sharing has been changed to where you can't just give someone your like login and password and then they get to family share. You have to be literally connected to the same internet. Well, not 100, not like 24/7. I think it's like within the past 30 days, you need to have connected to the same internet as like the person who set up the family, like the Steam family something. For you to be able to share family games. It's insane. So, yeah, absolutely insane games. But because they're basically abandonware at this point, you could also just download the games off of the Internet Archive if you really wanted to play them. But obviously the main draw of the game right now isn't just the game, it's the items that you get from it, which, yeah, good luck. And he's back.
Welcome back.
Yay.
I finished Jesus.
Nice. Look at him. He's so beautiful. He did actually really fucking well. The nose and the eyebrows and even the wrinkles too. God damn.
Yeah. You look like a very tired Jesus, but I feel like back in those days, Jesus was pretty tired.
He probably would be, yeah. Absolutely.
Ow, ow.
Alright.
My poor legs.
Ash or Annie, whoever wants to. Could one of you draw Jockster? We need to do Cinna's traditions.
Draw him
since
with
she
your
can't-
non-dominant hand, please.
Oh boy. Could do that too, I guess.
Guys, it's not that difficult, I swear.
But it is though.
No, it's not.
It's difficult.
No, it's not.
But what if it was though?
It's not, though.
But what if it was though?
It's not. Why would you overcomplicate, brother? For what purpose?
You're just saying that because you're left-handed, aren't you?
I mean, yeah. I don't think it's because. I'm telling you, it's really not that difficult to do.
Oh.
Like, drawing with your non-dominant hand is not that difficult.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just me. It's not easy. It's tough. It doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right either to have the pen in my left hand.
And yet,
I mean, we've done this before, and all of it did not come out very well.
it came out okay. Like, come on, man.
Hello. I mean, it came out, I guess, fine, but like, it's certainly nowhere near the level.
I mean, you can't expect your non-dominant hand, the one with which you have never written, you have never held a pen before, to compete against the hand that you've done this for over 20 years with.
Dude, it feels so weird.
Although,
Uh,
it wouldn't be dishonest of me to say that actually drawing with a hand that has never written before tends to make it learn how to draw faster.
it makes sense. I am trying here. Oh god.
It's war. War, I tell ya.
really is war. Jesus.
I know. It gets better. Or worse.
How do you do this?
Just get used to it.
This feels so weird. I don't like it. Cause it's just like,
What
oh,
the fuck?
bro.
What the?
Bro, I made this. I don't. It looks so. It looks like. It looks like it got like
Demon.
washed. It looks like it like was left out in the sun.
A strange creature, that one.
It really is. What was your experience, Annie? How gross are you allowed to get? I mean, as gross as you want, I guess.
That's a weird question.
They said they had to clean, so I'm assuming you had to clean like a toilet or something? Like a bathroom? Alright, Clem,
What?
can you draw me burning?
On fire?
Yeah.
Alright.
Ugh. Did someone like? Yeah, I definitely would have too. God damn, I'm sorry, Annie.
How to not be clean, everybody. How to be disgusting.
No gloves. Oh,
Oh, they don't even provide gloves?
dang.
That's awesome.
Stained forever. Aww. Well, hopefully we can make it a little better. We're here now. You don't need to think about the bathroom anymore. Oh. Ooh. Ugh.
My favorite.
Beautiful, yes. Just, yeah, just thinking like, oh God. So drained. I'd believe it. Why didn't they clean it up then?
Because they're disgusting.
Ah, I see. I would assume whoever made the mess was probably not in any condition to clean it up.
That's even worse.
A 4-day. Oh god. Okay. Then yeah, they're just huge dicks for not even cleaning that up.
As if they weren't before.
Oh. Can someone kill me? I'm sure Ash would love to. Ash does love murder, but then again, I don't know if Ash would want to kill his friends. If he's still here. I know Ash did say that he came back, but he might have left again. 60 billion more years to live. Alright, Ash, would you like to draw Jockster? Since Cinna cannot. That's my will to breathe. Okay, I can then. I don't mind. Do we need a second canvas? Can we even fill a second canvas? I mean, not
I don't
like
think we could.
I don't think we could, but not like that's really ever been a problem. I know that I used to do that, be like, guys, we gotta fill it, but like more recently, I've been like, it's fine. You can start second canvas if you want. Go for it. Incoming, incoming.
What?
Give me a second. Okay, what'd I miss?
You missed a whole lot of nothing.
Oh, that's okay. I'm sure y'all are still great.
I think that didn't change, thankfully.
That y'all are great? Absolutely. Y'all are always great and have always been great.
Technically, it should change.
Forced positivity. Feel better about yourself. What? Is that like a sign that someone is like feeling bad? Is that they tell others that they're good? What? Do
If
it
you're
now,
too
feel
happy,
better.
stop.
Oh yes. I feel fine. Huh? I mean, Annie should feel better. Oh. Annie should feel better. Agreed. Hopefully they do feel better after having to clean the bathroom, they don't have to worry about it anymore. Can't all. Is that a threat or a promise, Ash? Figure out, find out.
All right, so you have to burn.
Oh, okay.
I don't make the rules.
And there's the second canvas if you want to draw on there instead. Gives you more room.
Nope.
Okay.
I'll fill the first canvas.
There's a little bit of room in the bottom right.
There's room a bit everywhere.
I guess so. Come on, Magma. Yeesh. I'm just curious to see how Clem's gonna draw this. Alright, I still have to do. I do have to draw Jockster.
For gore.
But I remember.
How could you?
I remember now.
That's good.
Annie, I've said it once, I'm gonna say it again. They need to just let us listen to the previous battle themes. Please. They fuck so hard. Let me listen to this while I fucking play Splatoon 3, bro. It's in the game. Can't be that hard.
And I'm just gonna copy paste this, just change the face. Actually, I'm gonna take just this.
The okay sign.
Can I wait? Can I copy and paste? I don't even know if I can.
Yeah, you can. I've done it before.
I can. I can. I don't know where it's gonna paste. It's gonna paste somewhere. Okay, where the fuck is it? Okay, right there. Come over here, child. Off you go.
Read it, boy.
Read it, boy. That was so funny.
Doctor.
Doctor!
Doctor. Turn off my boo-womp inhibitors. Why are you pissing on Jockster? You know what, to be fair, Cinna would... You know,
Huh?
nothing. What? He
What the
deserves it.
fuck? Wildest shit I've heard today. Cinna would not do that.
Cinna wouldn't piss on him. But I don't think the piss is really a detractor. Clem has burned both of us.
It was on demand.
It was.
Let it be known, chat. I was asked to do this.
Annie asked. And Annie received.
Everybody's on fire now. Me when the summer comes around. Everybody's on fire now.
So true. Oh my gosh, Clem.
What?
No, you haven't done in a while.
What?
Pengu.
Oh god, dude. That's so much effort.
You don't have to-
Holy
it's okay.
man. Hold on.
There's
I
the
gotta
whole second
remember.
canvas.
If I do the tiniest bingo.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you go.
Tiniest bingo. Ball.
This is my favorite Amori track. You're welcome, Annie. That is a tiny Pengu.
He's so small.
So tiny.
There we go.
No.
This is a very normal Pingu.
It always is.
That's how he is in the show. Every time.
Everton.
Every time. Every time.
Everton. I don't mind. It's a good OST. I paid for it too. Yeah, of course. Ash, is Sock more dog coded or cat coded?
Who?
Sock.
Cat. He's a bitch.
Damn. I mean, you're right. Damn.
An asshole.
Squirrel coded. Oh yeah. Fair enough.
Raw coded.
What does that mean?
He's just raw.
Well, he won't be whenever Jonathan's done with it.
The slime is raw.
Maybe he will be, I don't know. Maybe that's the other way around. He's a danger to the world around him, but I like seeing him suffer so score.
That's fair. You get to do whatever you want.
No.
No.
If you do not have the same opinion as me, you must die.
Thy end is now.
Thy end is now. Perish.
Judgment.
Judgment. This is... Beautiful, Annie. Thank you.
That's a big ass Among Us.
Final
Character.
boss.
The boss.
The boss.
Hey, boss.
The boss. Hey, boss. Hey, boss. This is him. This is Satan right here. I mean, he checks every box. Big, red, got horns, got wings. That's Satan. Who else could it be?
A hero.
Mephistopheles. Could be. This is just his disguise.
Getting creative.
His true form. My final form. And Ashley said we couldn't fill the canvas. Question if we could. I didn't deny we could. Okay, fair enough. Cinna piloting the Mogan. Cinna is truly the final boss. Are these your eyes? Oh, it's NecoArc that's piloting the... I see, fair enough. Annie, can you answer me this?
Riddle me this, Annie.
Riddle me this, Batman. What is the air velocity of an unladen swallow?
Oh,
You good? Squished. Oh, right. Carnally desires Jesus Christ, the peakest of peak sex appeal. Is that true? Does Satan carnally desire Jesus? Is Jesus supposed to be like the perfect man or something?
no. Isn't he supposed to be God?
No, Jesus is the Son of God.
Yes, and he's also God.
Well, I guess, but like, doesn't that make him like the perfect man or something?
I don't know.
So I guess yeah, that would make sense. If the Lord of all that is evil wants the perfect man carnally. Checks out.
He just really likes him.
Yeah. Ah. this it's the souls. Hold on. Wait. Then I have to. It's Pim? What? Peak, but personally this one I see. You okay? Miss Amori. It's definitely like we were talking about how like Undertale, Amori, and Isa all kind of like make us feel similar things. I feel like each one does have like one distinct difference with each though. It's hard to put into words. Yeah. Like with Amori, you get like so incredibly attached. Like actually play the game. Aww.
Annie really needs to talk to you about the game. Relentlessly.
It must have been the wind. Everyone loves your art. And you literally have it drawn on this canvas. Anyways, it's about time we end. Sadly.
True. It may be a little late.
Well, does anyone have anything they'd like to say before we end?
Cinna isn't here, therefore, Cinna loves Jockster.
Cinna does love Jockster. That's very true.
And Pure Vanilla.
And pure. That's true. You should be very proud of those, Annie. Annie, do you have anything you'd like to say, Ash? And he does love Ice-T and Danny Phantom. Oh. Sin or Jesus died for nothing. Fire? What kind of fire? That's a new one. I guess Ash is gonna set ablaze some things, which it checks out. Ash is spitting fire. Also true. Well then, I hope you're not on fire. Yeah, if you want to see any previous streams, down below. Any previous canvases, down below. We'll see you next week on Tuesday at the same time, same place, same channel, same people, same anything you want.
It's the same.
It's all the same.
I've played these games
I've
before.
played these games before. Sorry, I'm just piggybacking off of your own jokes. Clem, say a joke.
That's my joke.
Good
know,
one.
bruh.
Oh man.
I'm just that funny.
Yeah. It got me to actually laugh, so you win. Wow. All right. Well then, we'll sign off for now. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye.